Here's what we're replacing today. This is the 70-pound thrust Motorguide Touring Edition trolling motor. It's been a good one, and as you can tell, I have definitely put it through its paces. This is what she's looking at now. So I'm going to integrate it all into the control panel is there. Hopefully I can use that plug for what I've got, and then I've got 2 of the HDS9s that I'm going to put in play also. But right now we're just trying to get this trolling motor off and the new one on. Alright, we just got it to break loose. So now we're going to take this off, set it to the side, and start doing some measurements and get the other one installed. Alright, so we got the base off, we've got the new one sitting on here. So for the instructions, there's a screw there, one there on both sides, so you have to take the covers off of it so you can actually see the mount. That's what she looks like sitting on there right now. I'm trying to see if there's a way I can fix it where I don't have this overhang with the motor, but I don't know if it's gonna happen or not, so I'm gonna keep playing, see what we can come up with. So here's where we're at now. We've got the side covers off. I've been standing around looking and making sure I'm getting everything squared away, because according to the instructions, there's supposed to be an inch from here. They're showing off the end of the boat, but I think it's dealing with the actual rail here, because they don't want the shaft of it to rest on it. So I've got me a mark there, mark here, a mark here, and one here. I know they're not lined up on both sides, but I don't think that's gonna matter, because it's too close on the other side to use that one. And that also gives me where it just barely hangs off the side, and I think I can kind of deal with that. So, and I just mainly want to make sure that we're clear on this when I'm taking that boat on and off, because I don't want to hit that. So I think that's the option we're going to go with. So with the motor in a down position, that's how much clearance I've got. So I think that's going to be plenty. Yeah, my holes are lined up. I'm having to hold it with one hand so it don't fall off the boat, but that's what it looks like. Now for the scary part. I've got my holes marked here, 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 and here. So we're gonna get to drilling and pray to the good Lord this lines up like it's supposed to. Oh, there's the damage right here, here, and that one is the new holes. So this is the hardware that's out of the bag, full bolts. These are like little rubber dampening things. I don't think I need them, but I'm gonna use them anyhow. You got the washers and the nuts that go with it too. So let's get to mounting. All right, so I've got the bolts in place. Got the rubber washers under them, as it says in the manual. And this is what she's looking like. I may do a little tweaking on that once I get the bolts somewhat tight, and see if I can kind of shimmy it a little bit and get it just a little bit better than that. But if that's as good as it's gonna get, I can live with it. So let's get these bolts tightened up. Well, that was not fun. I'll go ahead and tell you, my forearms are tore all up from trying to get that in, but here we are. Everything's secured. So now we're ready to put the covers on it and then start with the wiring. All right, so I got the sides mounted on it. I do have one issue though. I may have to trim some plastic to get that to fit like it's supposed to, so I can't quite get that screw in there. It has been very aggravating. Even with this piece off, I can't get that screw in there, so I've got to figure out something with that. But she's made me on there. She's stout. This cover went on like it's supposed to. That other side has just been a pain in the butt. So But my next thing is getting power to it, and I think this is the pedal off of my old one. This is the plug that's wired on it. So I think I'm just gonna pull this plug, because you can take the end of it off, and wire the new one like this one. And that should solve my power issues. Now this next part is gonna be completely different on everybody else's, but I'm working with what I've got here. And this is the plug that was on my old trolling motor, and it works with the interface that's there. So what I'm gonna do is I've taken the screws out of this, and I'm just gonna clip the ends of the cable that came with the new trolling motor, and I'm gonna line them up like this. That way I don't have to replace anything and run new cables and all that other stuff. So this is where it goes a little different than probably your standard install. We have power. Wonderful. Well, I guess that's gonna conclude my video. Everything's set up. We got power to it. So to me, this is how I mounted my Motorguide Xi5. So now the next part begins with trying to get everything synced up and hooked up to my finders on my boat. So I hope this video was helpful for you. If you got any questions or whatever, put them in the comments below and I'll see if I can answer them for you. So, and as always, take care, be careful, and I'll talk to you later.